Welcome to another exciting episode of Spelling Bee Ninja. Today, we are going to explore the fascinating world of maps. Maps are more than just pictures, they are tools that help us understand our surroundings and navigate through different landscapes. Whether we're finding our way around our neighborhood or dreaming of travels to far-off countries, maps play an essential role in our everyday lives. So, buckle up as we embark on this geographical adventure together. To start, let's think about what a map really is. A map is a drawing that shows us where places are located. Have you ever thought about how maps can cover different areas? For instance, a map can focus on a small area like your classroom or perhaps your whole neighborhood. When we look at a map, we can see roads, rivers, mountains, and cities, all represented with symbols, colors, and labels. These elements help us extract important information quickly and easily, making our navigation smooth. By using maps, we can explore our world from the comfort of our homes. And now, let's talk about directions. To describe where things are on a map, we use four main directions known as cardinal directions: north, east, south, and west. A fun way to remember these directions is with the phrase, "Never eat soggy waffles." Picture this: if you are facing north, south would be right behind you. Understanding these basic directions will always guide you in navigating a map. And next, let's introduce an important tool known as the compass rose. Have you seen this symbol on a map before? The compass rose shows us the directions: north, south, east, and west. Sometimes, it also indicates the intermediate directions like northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. Imagine you are looking at a map where the compass rose shows north at the top. Can you guess what is at the bottom? Yes, it's south. Learning to read a compass rose is essential for figuring out which way to go when you're studying a map. And speaking of what maps show, we need to discuss symbols. Symbols on maps are simple pictures or shapes that represent real things. For example, a blue line might signify a river, while a small black line might indicate a road. To understand what these symbols represent, we refer to the map key, also known as the legend. The map key is essential because it tells us what each symbol means, allowing us to interpret the information on the map correctly. Without it, maps would be very confusing. And let's dive a little deeper into the scale of a map. A scale helps us understand how much smaller a map is compared to the real world. For instance, if a map scale says that 1 inch equals 1 mile, then when we see 2 inches apart on the map, we know that the actual distance is 2 miles. The scale can also appear as a line with marks indicating miles or kilometers. It's fascinating how a small piece of paper can represent large distances. And maps also come in various types for different purposes. A physical map showcases natural features such as mountains, rivers, deserts, and forests. These maps often use colors to show elevation, like green for low land and brown for high mountains. On the other hand, a political map illustrates human-made features, including countries, states, cities, and their borders. Political maps use different colors to distinguish between various countries or states, helping us understand the world we live in. When you want to find natural features like mountains or rivers, a physical map would be the best choice. And now, let's practice reading a simple map. Imagine there's a map of a park. Picture the playground right in the center. If the pond is located east of the playground, the picnic area is to the west, the parking lot is south, and the entrance is north of the playground. Where would you go if you wanted to reach the picnic area from the playground? That's right. You would head west. Practice like this helps sharpen your mapping skills for real-world applications. And did you know that a globe is a fantastic model of the Earth? Unlike a flat map, a globe is round, just like our planet. It provides a more accurate representation of continents and oceans, without stretching or distortion. While maps can sometimes make certain places look larger or smaller than they really are due to the flattening effect, such as the famous Mercator projection, globes give you a true sense of geography. Isn't it interesting how different representations can tell different stories? And let's explore some more. Maps and globes use special grid lines to pinpoint exact locations. Lines of latitude run horizontally, measuring how far north or south a place is from the equator, which is a significant line that wraps around the middle of the Earth. Meanwhile, lines of longitude run vertically from the North Pole to the South Pole, measuring the distance east or west. Together, these grid lines provide every spot on Earth with its unique address, much like how we have addresses for our homes. Can you recall which line of latitude goes around the middle of the Earth? Yes, it's the equator. And finally, let's have a little fun with a map challenge. Imagine you're looking at a map of your town. Suppose you find the library at the corner of Main Street and Oak Avenue. If your school is 3 blocks north and 2 blocks east of the library, how would you go to school from the library? That's right. You first go north 3 blocks and then go east 2 blocks. If each block measures 1/10 of a mile, how far is your school from the library? When you add it up, you'll find it's half a mile away. Challenges like this can sharpen your navigation and mapping skills even further. As we wrap up our exploration of maps, it's exciting to think about how they influence our understanding of the world. Maps aren't just tools, they broaden our horizons, showing us various cultures, landscapes, and stories that make our planet so unique. The more we learn about them, the better we become at understanding our environment. Today, we journeyed through the intriguing world of maps. We discovered what maps are and how they help us find our way. We learned about cardinal directions, the importance of the compass rose, and how to interpret symbols using the map key. We explored the scale of maps, the different types for diverse purposes, and practiced reading a simple park map. Additionally, we distinguished between globes and flat maps and discussed lines of latitude and longitude. Remember, maps are powerful tools that can help us explore, navigate, and understand the world better. Thank you for joining me on this geographical adventure on Spelling Bee Ninja. I hope you're now more confident in using maps to navigate your world. Remember to keep exploring, learning, and having fun with geography. Stay curious, and until our next adventure, happy mapping!